There is no universe in which I ever expected to get into injury prevention in general, and more specifically to become like a car seat guy. I had a series of call nights in the winter of 1997 and 1998 where I got called in to care for a child who'd been critically injured in a car crash, none of whom had been restrained at all, no car seat, no seatbelt, nothing. And I remember standing there after the fifth one, just angry as hell, thinking somebody's got to do something about this. I knew nothing about what the AAP said or what the law was or what best practice might be. I didn't know enough about our community. And I basically spent the next 3 years figuring that all out. And it was such a transformative experience. I really didn't understand the value of the academy at the national level until I sort of fell into injury prevention and car seats. You know, one of the things I remember standing in the ER thinking is, does the AAP even say anything about, they must say something about car seats. I have no clue what they say. And I remember going the next day post-call and looking that up, and the name that came up over and over and over again was a woman named Marilyn Bull. And I thought, okay, that's the person. Like, if I'm going to do anything around car seats, that's clearly the person that knows everything. And so I mustered up all my courage, found her email address, and I sent her an email and I said, "Dear Dr. Bull, I'm this pediatrician in the middle of nowhere and I have a couple of questions about car seats. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much." Literally 3 minutes later, I get an email from Dr. Bull that said, "Here's my phone number, call me right now." And I called her and she's like, "This is great. We got you. Join us, come along." And she's been, I realized then, okay, these are my people, this is my home. That opportunity led to relationships with the nonprofit in New Mexico who did child passenger safety, and folks at organizations like AAA. And there was an opportunity in 2000 to help get a law passed to improve the child passenger safety regulations in New Mexico. And I got invited to testify at a legislative hearing. I think the last time I had been in the Capitol was in 1977 in my 4th grade field trip. And so I went to the Capitol and told my story. It just so happened that my youngest son at that point was 11 and a half months old. The law in New Mexico only required car seats up to a year, and at a year, a seatbelt would have been legal. And so I took a picture of him at 11 and a half months old in a seatbelt in our minivan, which looked ridiculous, blew that up, took it to the legislature and said, in 2 weeks, this is going to be legal. And the response from the chair of the Transportation Committee was, "How come you didn't tell us about this sooner?" And I thought, oh my God, this is great. Like, this is really going to make a difference. I could not be more excited or prouder and humbled to be in the position where I find myself, to actually be in a position of leadership at this amazing organization that has meant so much to me specifically, but also to all of the kids and families and the communities that we work with. I mean, the Academy is our home.